So starting before Infinity War came out, there was tons of speculation on which Avengers are going to die. And even though Thanos succeeded in Avengers Infinity War, collecting all of the Infinity Stones and wiping out half of the universe with his snap, I think we all expected something a little different than half of the Avengers dying because of his snap. I, for one, definitely thought that Iron Man was dead at the end when Thanos stabbed him. And I think a lot of the fans thought that some of our heroes were gonna die by the hands of Thanos in a way like this. But we got the snap, and I think a good majority of everybody out there believes that all of these heroes will be brought back to life. But that does not change the fact that some of our heroes will probably die or retire in Avengers 4. You have the whole thing with the original Avengers where their contracts are up and no one is renewed yet. And now the studio itself is even weighing in, saying there's going to be a definite ending in Avengers 4. They have said that the storylines over the past 10 years, everything that's been built up since the very first Iron Man, all these stories are going to come to an end. And in a recent interview, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige had some things to say about Avengers 4 and some of the stories coming to an end. In the interview, he talked about the impact that Avengers 4 will have on the MCU and that it's going to have major ramifications, and it's also going to serve as a definitive ending to a story that started with Iron Man. So major ramifications and a definitive ending to me means deaths, or at least one death. While talking about these storylines, Kevin Feige said this, "But storylines can come to an end. The best stories do come to an end. Return of the Jedi was an ending for a long time, and as a 10-year-old in 1983, that carried me through 30 years until there was a sequel. That hasn't happened before in the superhero genre. A new actor comes in and a new storyline starts right away. We wanted to do it this way because we think that the best stories have a definitive ending to a storyline." That's currently what's going to happen next year with Avengers 4. So it seems like Avengers 4 is going to be like nothing we've ever seen in the MCU, or with any superhero cinematic franchise for that matter. We know that they're bringing new characters in like Captain Marvel. And we know that they're bringing other new characters in that we've seen in the comics, but we have never seen in the MCU. So there's definitely going to be a shift after Avengers 4. Whether that is characters dying, characters retiring, new characters coming in, or whatever it may be. Things are going to change in the MCU after Avengers 4. But the great news is that everyone at Marvel Studios is super excited for what's to come after Avengers 4. And not to mention, there are a lot of characters from the comics that could be introduced in the MCU. And if the Fox Disney deal goes through, who knows what we could see in the MCU. Marvel Studios has killed it these past 10 years, and I have no doubt that the next 10 years will be the same. And I, for one, cannot wait to see the X-Men and the Avengers in the same movie. So, what do you all think is going to happen in Avengers 4? Which characters do you think will be leaving, and which characters do you think that they'll bring into the MCU? If you have any thoughts or theories, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to talk about them. Hit the like button before you leave, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on Avengers 4, Marvel, DC, and everything superhero. Thank you so much for watching. Woof woof.